Hey buddies, it's Pugly here, coming at you another Borderlands 3 video. Today I'm going to be showing you this week's giveaway items. To enter into the giveaway, you just have to be subscribed to the channel, and this is only available for Xbox and PC players at the moment. If you would like any of the items that I'm about to show you, make sure to go to the Discord on the top right and find the Pugly's Depot channel. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch on the top right. You have no idea how much helps me out. And let's get into it.
Legendary? Whoa! No way, dude!
So first things first, let's talk about the 4 items I'm going to be giving away. Now, you guys normally know that I give away 5 items every single week, but I'm only going to be choosing 4 because I want you guys to get a little bit creative, because I could be giving you some single pellet guns that are really good for the setup, but I want you to try out your own single pellet guns because this really works with any single pellet gun or low pellet gun in general. Pretty much what I'm going to be giving away is an Equalizer Infernal Wish, which has double amp. The reason why we're doing that is because we have a build here. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see my amp will drain my shield, but we're using a build that allows you to get infinite amp shots. So as I shoot Handsome Jack right here, you should see my HP, or not HP, my shield going back up to get amp shots back really quickly, which then in turns allows us to get 300% more damage on a consistent basis, which is very excellent, especially since we're using a single pellet gun, which means that it then in turns deals 2 times damage because it's getting another pellet added to it. Next, we're going to be giving away a Mitosis Hunter Seeker. This is just a really good grenade on Flak in general. It allows us to build a bunch of easy stacks from guys from far away that we're not targeting. Or the next item, which is the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge, which then allows us to get a bunch of damage multipliers to increase our damage overall as long as we're consistently hitting enemies. This is a God Roll Pearl with magazine size and fire rate. It just allows you to get lots and lots of damage. If you guys aren't already aware, the Pearl is oftentimes better than the Company Man if you aren't considering splash damage builds. And I forgot to mention that the Hunter Seeker that I have here is on grenade throw anointment, so you can get a nice global increase of damage very easily there. And the next, the Bounty Hunter, which ties into the Hunter Seeker. Every single time we damage an enemy, we have a chance to activate our kill skills on Flak, which is really good. And the Hunter Seeker is great at just hitting guys randomly for gun damage, so you can get this stacked up really easily as well. And this is a God Roll Bounty Hunter. The secondary stats are also particularly nice for Flak because weapon critical damage is very good on a fadeaway build. He does require some weapon fire rate and weapon damage as well to allow you to deal the most amount of damage. Only thing that's missing is possibly a splash damage roll, but we're not using many items that use splash damage. As always, if you want a full showcase of the build that I'm going to be showing here, make sure to click on the top right. It's based on my infinite amp shot build using fuzzy math to get my amp shots up on a consistent basis so we can get that 300% more damage increase. Now let's head over to the Malin takedown so you can see how powerful and effective this build actually is. Some items I like to use that are single target is the Lucian's Call, Rowan's Call, King's Call, Needle Gun, Sleeping Giant, and the Torrent, but I'm going to primarily show the Lucian's Call and the Rowan's Call because those are my 2 favorite items to use on this particular build. So right off the bat, you can see the damage for this gun is pretty high, and the infinite amp shots allows us to make the gun even higher damaging. And occasionally we'll get the amp shot to also go on to the ricochets, which is very nice, thus making the ricochets also very strong. That's why I like the Lucian's Call and the Roman's Call so much, because we get so many ricochets that are just amped with the amp shots, just allowing us to maximize our amp shot ability as much as possible. Everyone knows the Rowan's Call is very strong, but if I were to switch over to the lesser used Lucian's Call, you'll also notice it's very strong. Now that we switched over to Lucian Call, you'll see shortly why I like the Lucian Call so much. Basically, any enemy that you target that has a high health pool that you won't instantly kill will just ricochet a bunch of bullets around, allowing you to kill all the surrounding enemies. So this is a great AoE mobbing tool. Since we're out the Valkyrie squad, I'm just going to activate Fadeaway. I'm going to throw my grenades, and you'll notice that the single target damage is pretty decent, but all the enemies around him are also getting significantly damaged as well, which then in turns makes them all equally highly damaged, just like all the enemies around here are also getting equally highly damaged. The Lucian Call, of course, more excels at mobbing than the Rowan's Call. I feel like the Rowan's Call's single target damage is a lot better, but being able to just deal lots of damage to all the enemies around is really fun to do. Of course, when there is just a regular boss, the Rowan's Call is just a lot better, but the Lucian's Call is still very fun to play around with. And just like that, 3 immunity phases are just about done. Now we just need to worry about these group of enemies finally, and those guys are almost all done. And now that all the bosses are back down, we're going to just spam the Rowan's Call on this boss, deal a bunch of damage to the enemies around us, which then in turn just allows us to easily one-tap the guys around, which is excellent. Once again, if you want a full explanation on why this build is good, click on the top right. It would do the build a lot more justice than I can do just in a few minutes I have here. And remember, if you want these items, just join my Discord and ask for them. As always, a big shout out to the members who make these videos possible. We have Jace Noodles, Clairvoyance, 31bar70, and Rick Iglesias. These are the people who support me as little as $5 a month, and you can also support me by becoming a member with the link in the comments, the description, or on the top right. The more members we have, the closer I get to becoming full-time, which means more videos for you guys. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.